Whoa, yada Yahuwah. Shalom Mishpaka. It's your brother Victory, and I'm back with another episode. But before I get into it, y'all make sure to tap in with me. Visit the website. For those that really rock with me and want to support, it's www.soulwinnermusic.com. That's SOULWINNERMUSIC. Soulwinnermusic.com. You can donate there. You can become a monthly donor. You can check out music. You can check out my audio podcast. There's a bunch of different episodes on there. And if you want the exclusive content from the podcast, then you will have to become a subscriber to the podcast. I'll make sure to leave a link in the underneath this video, where you can become a subscriber to the podcast. It's $4.99 a monthly subscription, and that will be greatly appreciated if you guys would like to become a subscribed partner, where you can have access to uh, exclusive interviews and exclusive content from my audio podcast. And you can find the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and it is called Speak Victory. That's right, Speak Victory. So that's for YouTube, and some of you might be already tuning in from the podcast, and from the Spotify platform, or wherever you tuning in from. Y'all make sure you show some love. If you're rocking with the content, if you find value in what I'm saying, what I'm talking about, if you feel like I'm dropping some jewels, you know what I'm saying. Look, show some appreciation. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. So back at it, y'all. And it is, what is it? Today is, what's Friday, April the 10th. Wow, that's crazy. April the 10th. Because I be forgetting. Uh, Today is my birthday. I be forgetting because I don't really celebrate birthday. Really, you only have one birthday. In my case, I had two birth dates. One when I came out of my mother's womb, and the other when I was baptized with the Holy Ghost and fire, born again by the Spirit. So I've only had two birth dates, and uh, you know, I don't know how other people view it, but I just happened to look at the date and realize, man, it's my birthday. But yeah, I'm grateful uh, for another year in the land of the living, man. I'm just grateful for real. Really, really grateful. Uh, in my right mind, uh, health and strength in my body. Uh, Man, I'm grateful. I'm grateful. I'm not in the penitentiary. I'm not in the ground. I'm grateful. I'm grateful. So, but let me get on with this episode, man. And I titled this Access Denied. Yeah, let's talk about it, because from what I understand nowadays is everybody don't deserve access to you. And this could be some people who have had access to you. This could be people who you have rocked with in the past. This could be past relationships. Uh, this could be people that's just trying to get at you for whatever reason. You know, sometimes you gotta deny people access to you, especially when you're focused on the mission at hand and the purpose that the Most High have on your life. You are locked into fulfilling purpose, right? Well, when you lock in on fulfilling purpose, you got to realize that, man, everybody can't have access to you. And here's why: because everybody is not on the same wavelength. Everybody is not uh, on the same frequency as you. Some people are negative minded. Some people, uh, they will try to throw you off course and detour you from where you're going in life. And some people just got bad energy, period. And so when you're a person who's focused, you can't allow others access to you. For example, you get in a relationship and you've developed a bond with this person and y'all tried to make it work and it just didn't, for the simple reason that, you know, y'all not seeing eye to eye and you're focused on going where you're going, and that person served as a hindrance. Well, it's best for you to, you know, if you can't work it out, if you love the person, yeah, you know, try to work that thing out. But if it happened not to work out, you know, and y'all move on, in situations like that, it's best to deny those type of people access to you, because what tend to happen is, you know, there's a thing called soul ties, and people try to double back. People try to, you know, there's a song. As I'm talking, I'm thinking about this song. I think the group was called Guy. You can't keep running in and out of my life. So look, some people will try to be in and out of your life, and if you're not growing with this person, then it makes no sense. It makes absolutely no sense, right? So what I learned is you got to separate yourself from people who are not going in the same direction as you. And that could be family members. Now, of course, your immediate family, you want to, you know, be in touch with or whatnot. But, you know, outside of that, if and you know when people are not contributing to where you're going. See, I believe iron sharpens iron. And if somebody's around you who doesn't have the ability to sharpen you, but every time, or maybe they have the ability to, so let me not say that, but every time they're around you, there's no sharpening going on. There's only dulling. When you get around them, you just get dull. Well, these are the type of people you just got to reevaluate your connections with. You have to reevaluate your connections with certain people and determine whether or not it's beneficial for you. Because especially if you're a person like myself, I believe in being an asset. I believe in being of value to whoever I'm connected to. That's me personally. Whoever I'm connected to, I want to be of value to you. And so it's only right and fair that you be of value to me. Otherwise, I'm doing myself a disservice, right? And so it's those type of people that I personally have to say, you know what? I'm gonna have to deny this person access to me. Have you ever had a person that you've been connected to, or a person in your life that every time you get around them, it brings you down, or they put you in a bad mood? You need to start paying attention to that. Pay attention to the people that you connect with and really observe how you feel. Really observe uh, uh, what's happening with you when you get around them and when they leave. Pay attention to how you're feeling and what's going on in your head. And that way you can determine whether or not this person is being a disservice to you. Again, iron sharpens iron. I don't need no wood around me. We don't need wood around us. If you're a person that's like I said, as myself, that's trying to be of value to those that you're around, to those that you're connected to, then you got to make sure that those that you're connected to is of value to you. You know, uh, I got involved in a relationship, and I realized that I had to deny this person access to me because the relationship brought strain on me and caused me to become stressful because me and the person wasn't seeing eye to eye. Uh, we had good chemistry, but and the potential was there, but it just wasn't clicking because we wasn't in alignment with each other, and that caused me to be a little stressed about it. And when I noticed it, because I'm not a stressful person, I'm like, man, I I gotta I got to make the necessary move to, you know, uh, get out of this. And for a while, I would leave access for this person. And so before it came to me making that decision, it was a cycle of back and forth, or you know, uh, just going through the same cycle of emotions. And that's when I realized that, like, hold up, this is starting to become stressful. And then that's when I realized I can't do it. And I had to make the decision to cut off all communication. Because long as I kept the communication there, then I continued to place myself in this cycle. And it's these types of people that you have to deny access to you, because if you're going one way, you got to make sure the person you are connected to, what, no matter what the connection is, it could be your partner, it could be your girlfriend, it could be, whatever, man, whatever. However, cousin, whatever the connection is, you have to make sure that you are going in the same direction. Because if you're not going in the same direction, then it's like a pool. It's an opposite pool, which becomes a hindrance depending on the connection. So, guys, be careful out there to with who you're giving access to. Sometimes you just gotta deny people access to you. You just gotta deny it. And sometimes, you might be the one that people call on all the time, and it's good to be that person. It's good to be a person that you can count on. But if it gets to the point where you become stressful with being in that position, then maybe you need to take a break and deny access to people and just get to yourself and get in the presence of the Most High and get refreshed, get restored, get renewed, get replenished, because the enemy got a way of draining us. The enemy got a way of draining your energy and causing us to become stagnated. When you got goals, when you have a vision, when you have your sight set on certain things and places, and it's vital that you keep the right people around you. People that's going to speak into your life, people that's going to speak life into you, people that's going to encourage you in your journey and give you inspiration to keep going. You don't need people around you that's going to do the opposite, that's going to discourage you. Some people do it on purpose. Some people do it unintentionally. And that's for you to determine. But nevertheless, you don't need these type of people around you. You don't. So that's why I say deny access. Stop granting people access to you that mean you no good, that serves as a hindrance in your life. Because you can end up delaying yourself in your journey and wherever you're headed. You could end up delaying your blessings, those goals that you have set for yourself can end up being delayed big time just by you constantly giving the wrong people access to you. Yeah. So be wise. And when when you come into connection with new people, I encourage you to pray immediately and ask the Most High, who's for you and who's not, and to show you and to remove those who are not. So that's my message for tonight. Access denied. Don't be so easily accessible. Don't be so easily accessible. A lot of times it can diminish your value. A lot of time, I'll say it again, being easily accessible can diminish your value. And sometimes you can get connected to people and they'll see your value. They'll see what it is you're carrying. And I'm talking about the anointing. For those that know. And you can get connected to people who see that on your life and they value that in the beginning. And then what will happen is they become too familiar with you. They become too familiar with you. And then familiarity will cause them to devalue you and forget who you are. Forget what you carry. Familiarity. So beware of familiarity too, because it will cause people to devalue you. So some people, it just need to be straight up access denied. I ain't giving you no more access to my life, to me, no. And then it's others who it just have to be limited access. You don't have to deny everybody access, but, and this is when you, and this is what I'm learning. Like, sometimes you just have to give people limited access to you before you give them too much access to you, and then it becomes familiarity, which causes them to devalue you and what you bring and what you possess and what you carry. Familiarity will cause people to forget who you are. So sometimes people just need limited access to you. And then there's other times where access must be denied. And that's it, man. That's it. Access denied. I can't give you no more access to me. I purpose in my heart to be an asset to you, to anybody I encounter, to anybody I connect with. I purpose in my heart to be an asset to you, to add value to you in whatever way I can. In whatever way I can. And if you not like-minded, if you're not like-minded, then this connection doesn't serve me. It serves you though. It's lopsided. Yeah. And there's a good book that says we shouldn't be unequally yoked. Be not unequally yoked together with non-believers. And that go a long way. That's in different aspects of connection. So, you listening to this, you might got some people in mind. Somebody listening to this, and you got somebody in mind right now that you need to deny access to your life. Yep. Go ahead and do it. You know that person mean you no good. You know every time you around this person or with this person, your energy is down. Yeah. You get discouraged on your goals and aspirations, and yeah. So you know what time it is. Don't waste time and energy with people that mean you no good. Deny them access to you, and from here on out, just be mindful. Be mindful and be encouraged at the same time to just give people limited access to you. Because again, familiarity will cause a person who once saw value in you to devalue you because you've given them too much access. So some you need to deny access, and there's some that you need to give limited access to. Yeah, that's your word. And that comes straight from my heart today, from the spirit to my heart to you. Hey, it's your brother Victory, and I'm out. Peace.